Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to you. I am the principal of SK Durianruntuh. Okay, so my name is Akilatul Anati binti Mak Badri. You can call me Principal Akila for short. Okay, so thank you for coming to the interview, okay? And also, tell me a bit about yourself.
Waalaikumsalam and good morning to you too. My name is Nur Alia Fahana binti Mak Fauzi. You can call me Alia. I just graduated from College University Polytechnic Mara in Diploma in TESOL 2 months ago.
TESOL, as in teaching English as a second language, right? Well, why do you want to be a teacher or work with children? Being a teacher is surely not an easy task.
I underwent 3 months as a practical teacher, and throughout the entire time I love it. Working with children has always been my dream, so I always wanted to be an educator for as long as I can remember. It is not an easy task, but I like the challenges it offers.
So please tell me, what is your common instructional techniques that you use during your practical period?
So I tend to use chain drilling, memorizing, read aloud, and also group work. I like to incorporate different teaching styles or method in my lesson. This way, students will not feel bored during my class. So I also love my students to be more active during group discussions. By doing that, I can observe my students' level of proficiency and also their learning abilities.
Okay, talking about students' learning abilities, well, in every class has students with different learning abilities. So how do you think that you could manage to get everyone in the class to understand your teaching?
I usually start teaching from the basics, for example like daily life scenarios, and gradually teach the difficult part. Besides, a variety of remedial and enrichment activities are given to enhance the pupils' understanding. Plus, I also use games in my lessons, so students love games, so I can partner them with, for example, who are intermediate students and advanced students into one group.
SK Durianruntuh, as in our school, has amazing school facilities such as smart boards, projectors, ICT rooms, and even more. So, how do you think that you could incorporate technology in your lessons to enhance the learning experience?
So project-based tasks are rendered and pupils need to use the internet to obtain information and complete the activity that is given. So from my experience, I think that I tend to bring my students to the computers room because sometimes a different environment can boost students' will to learn.
I hope both of us will cross paths later after this pandemic is over. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you, Principal Akila. I wish we will meet again. Waalaikumsalam and bye. Stay safe, Miss Akila.
Assalamualaikum and good morning to you. I am the principal of SK Durianruntuh. My name is Miss Akila. So you are Miss Aina Natasha binti Azhar Effendi, am I right?
Waalaikumsalam and good morning to you too. Yes, that is me, but you may call me Miss Natasha for short. It's nice to meet you, Miss Akila.
Same goes for me. So I just read your resume here and you're applying for mathematics teacher position. So what are some of the common instructional techniques that you use?
I usually ask my students to answer by showing on how they solve the problem on the whiteboard and discuss with the whole class members. Sometimes I do pop quizzes to test on my students' understanding. This way, I can identify which part they are lacking on.
Every class has students with different learning abilities. So you, as a teacher, how do you think that you could manage to get everyone in the class to understand your teaching?
Peer coaching, where I would form a group and each group has a student mentor, which is the excellent student, to guide the weaker student. Sometimes I would do one-to-one teaching with the weaker students. I never neglect my students and will give my best to make them not feel left out.
So, do you use any material in your classroom to support your teaching?
Well, unlike English, mathematics is very different. It requires a lot of formulas and memorizings. For the material, normally I will use worksheets and modules.
Since it is the 21st century teaching, so how do you think that you could incorporate technology in your lesson to enhance your learning experience?
By having it online learning or classroom without walls, making a good use of an online website such as Google Classroom during the weekend. I would ask my students to solve the problems from any mathematics related application.
I think that is all for our short interview today. So far, I think there's no problem with your resume. I will let you know your result in 3 days' time. Till then, I hope you stay safe and social distancing yourself. We wouldn't want a very talented teacher like you to be hospitalized, do we?
Stay safe too, Miss Akila. I hope we can see each other frequently in the future. Thank you for your time. Till we meet again. Bye.